And come on up here, Bob. I want to introduce Bob to you guys. Bob, I'm excited about him. Let me tell you two things that he did immediately that told me this is a guy. He's going to be the first guy over there to not hate me. Is one, he put the leadership on their website with their numbers and emails. Let's get rid of that. So we do this rule on group homes, residential habilitation, APDs, and historically you kind of go there, you say your piece, and they turn it off. Okay, we got it. Never hear from them again. You see the rule. He shows up and he engages us. He challenges us with things we say. Well, that doesn't make sense, or this doesn't make sense. I like that. We all can't wait till the rule comes out. We know we won't get everything. We might get some.
You get some.
If we get one thing, we'll be happy. We never got anything before, but I'll tell you, it's refreshing that you have an agency head that's willing to engage with anyone if it's going to help what we do to help people with disabilities live up to their potential in the community. Now, I'm not going to give you a list. Let me just tell you, 29 years, Navy Reserves, he's been in this area. He knows our stuff. He Easter seals for 15 years. You were the lobbyist or something?
Yeah, I was a
lobbyist. And let me tell you, he was involved. I know it because we shared the same lobbyist. He was the one that navigated the managed care issue with nursing homes, and it made a big difference. They put a lot of protections in there, and so I don't want to take more time. They really don't hear from me. They don't hear from you. So, and we'll make sure if you have questions, raise your hand. But take a few minutes and we'll get some questions.
All right. Well, that sounds good. Well, thank you. Can you all hear me?
Yep.
Okay, good. So I'm so excited that the governor entrusted in me to run his developmental disability policy. And I am really looking forward to working with you all because family input is so important. I come from long-term care, senior long-term care, nursing home side.
Use the mic.
Is it not working?
You want to come here?
Yeah. I'll come here. All right. Let me turn this on.
It was
Is
working,
it working now?
Yeah.
I just had to move it. So, and senior long-term care, nursing home side, family involvement is so important, and I realize that. But a little bit about the agency. So, my leadership style is military, right? It was forged on the deck of an aircraft carrier on the battlefield in Iraq. And that is that you take your battlefield commanders, which is our regional offices, you give them a mission, guidelines, and you let them go. And so my goal is to push down decision-making out of Tallahassee as much as we can into our regions, because you know what? Those are the people in the foxholes, right? They work with you day in and day out. They are the ones who know the situation, not us in Tallahassee. So a big part is pushing decision-making down. The other thing that I'm looking at is efficiency in our operations. I go out to the field. I met with our inspectors, right? And they have to go into every group home once a month, whether or not they're following the rules or not following the rules. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. So where they should be focusing their time is the group homes that aren't following the rules. So that they go quarterly if you follow the rules, and if you have a deficiency, then they're in there every month until you complete it. And again, the other thing too is like Melissa Zeta, right? It's nice to finally see you. So she emails me this list with some things, and one really caught my interest, and that is that for the QOs, right, we approve if their employees can get a second job. Why is the state of Florida approving of businesses, employees getting a second job? That is ridiculous, right? Why are we doing this? And I want to change it. We're going to have to open up rulemaking and all that. We are to open up rulemaking to do that, but we are going to open up a rulemaking and we're going to get that done. And Melissa's got a lot of other ideas and we're really looking forward to our meeting together. So thank you. So that's some of the things that we're doing. The other thing is transparency. I hope you looked at our website lately. And if you looked at our website a year ago, I looked at it, and to me, if North Korea had a website, and so what we did was we put all our documents on it. And the other thing too is I want to create a portal where if someone moves to the state of Florida and have an individual disability, it is a one site to go. All the resources are in that one site. The other thing too is my email and my phone number, my direct line is on that. And you know what? Every day, there isn't a day goes by that I don't get an email or a call from a parent, a loved one, a provider with an issue. And I look into them. And I'll be honest, a lot of times my staff is correct, and I go with my staff. But every now and then, they're not. And I work to fix it. And so I encourage you to go to the website, and if you've been butting heads against APD and you think you're right, send it to me, and I'll take a look at it.
Woo.
The other thing on the transparency side that I'm working on with DACA, and I'm very excited about it. Are you all aware of Florida Health Finder? You know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
So Florida Health Finder, if you want to find a nursing home or an assisted living facility or adult daycare, it's all on that site. Well, there's nothing for families for APD facilities. So we worked on an agreement with DACA. We are putting APD licensed facilities on that site. So adult day training programs, foster home, group homes, it's going to be on that site. And so you'll be able to go in, put your zip code in, and it'll tell you all those programs around you. And the second phase of that, and that, I'm not talking about months out. I'm talking about in the next couple of weeks that's going to be done. Then the next phase is we're going to put the inspection reports on there so that you can see how they do with their inspections. That's going to take a little bit of time, but we're going to get that done too. The other thing is I want us to be a good partner with family members, with providers, with the legislature. And so I am encouraging my staff to look at where our rules don't have us a good partner. I believe we have to regulate for safety, absolutely. But we don't need to go beyond that. And sometimes we go beyond that. And so we need to clean that up and we need to be good partners. The other thing is, if we have money and people need services, we spend it. So, for me, issue number 1, 2, and 3 is the wait list.
APD agency website.
So issue 1, 2, and 3 is the wait list.
Yeah.
And I think we could really tear this wait list down. 2 ways. One is I'm looking at how much surplus money we're going to have at the end of the year that we usually revert back, and we're going to use that to make offers on the wait list and move more people off the wait list. The other thing too is that we have to clean up the wait list. Half of our offers are declined. And so we need people, the wait list needs to reflect who needs services today. Because we don't really know, because half the people are declining it because they're getting services elsewhere or there's other reasons. So cleaning up the wait list is a big priority for me. And with that, there's the managed care program. And I want to talk a little bit about the managed care option. Because the Florida legislature has given Florida Community Care 2,108 slots to take people off the wait list. It is another tool for families and for loved ones to get services. And I encourage everyone to look at the managed care option. And the reason why is I spent my life, or not my whole life, but I spent a good decade when I was a lobbyist for the nursing homes fighting managed care, right? But managed care, we put guardrails in, and it came into place for senior nursing care, and actually it's worked out well. And so, this pilot program, our population isn't someone to experiment with because they're so vulnerable, but the legislature did it right. First of all, they picked a managed care company that's extremely responsive to their clients. So they picked the right managed care company. Secondly, it's a voluntary program, right? You are not forced to go in it. You choose to go in it. And you know what? It's going to work for some people, and it's not going to work for others, right? But if it doesn't work for you, after a year in it, you could go right into the highway. You won't go on the wait list. So what I would ask you is, I would ask you that if you're not getting services, look at the managed care program. Carol Gordon is here. Carol is an expert on it. She wrote all the legislation on it. Right? Oh no, legislators write legislation. But Carol's an expert on it, and I would say, give it a look. It may work for you, it may not, but it's a voluntary option, and it's another way to get services. The last thing that I want to talk about, and then we'll talk about questions, is the councils, right? Family care councils are extremely important, but I know that that some of the leadership of family care councils I called the other day with my staff, and you all feel comfortable the way the current situation is. And I would tell you, you shouldn't.
We're not.
You really shouldn't feel
We're not.
comfortable about the current situation.
They're not comfortable. They're with you on that one.
Okay, good, because there's
No one's
two
listening
things.
to us.
Now, we are proposing a bill, and I know that you're not going to agree with everything, but I'm willing to work with you on it, between regions and districts, but there's two things that I really want to share with you. One is your appointment process. Expecting the governor to make 248 appointments on any governor that's an impossible task. I've worked with every governor since Jeb Bush. Getting the governor's signature on an appointment is a long, complicated process. You can't do 248. I want you all to be appointed. I want to move that to me so that I can get it done. And I'll get it done for you. The second thing is that you have to fix the process, because I'm going to give you an example. So one of my first days on the job here at APD, I was presented with whether or not to give you all the money so you could do this conference. Puts it 10,000 accounts or something like that, right?
9,000.
Well, whatever it is, right? So I had staff come in and they said, once I said family councils are so important and we got to fund them so you can do events like this, the other staff came in with me and they said, but legally, nobody's appointed. Technically, they can't have a quorum, they can't exist. It's taxpayer money, and so you really can't do this. And I'll be honest with you. I was 51-49%. And I went with, we're going to give you all the money because I know the importance of family councils. But you don't know who's going to come in after me. You have to fix the family council legislation. And I offer to you to work with you. I want to make it work, and I want to get it through so that when the next governor comes in and there's a person who replaces me, you're in place. And you're set, and no one can question you.
And we want really hard questions, no softballs. If there is a softball, I'm going to answer it. He's going to do the tough ones.
I gotta come up there too?
I'll meet you halfway.
All right, all right.
everybody.
I'll
So
squeeze.
where's your-
I'll squeeze. I'm sorry. Thank you for letting me speak up.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi, sir. I am very, very pleased to meet you as a veteran. I appreciate that, and I hope that my question is taken in that vein. As a veteran, when I look at statute, my struggle is the disconnect between various Florida statutes and definitions, in particular with autism. I'm wondering if you will help me as I drafted a bill to amend this language and to update it, because it has not been updated in over 30 years. Would APD agree with that and help me? Because I think we can all agree that, at least in our regulations, we need to honor what the DSM says, the legal definitions.
So let me answer that. First of all, thank you for your service.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that. Even though you weren't Navy, but still.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Go, Abraham.
Look, I think, well, first of all, I mean, this is a legislative decision, as you know, that's why you're writing a bill. I hear more and more from legislators and from family members about the importance of updating the autism statute. I think you got a speaker who's very sympathetic to making sure that the disability statutes are clear. And so I feel like that this year may be a year where it can come up. APD, I mean, we're going to be part of the process. We're going to be part of the process to make it work. For us to support legislation, I mean, we got a process too. I got a boss who really cares about this, who I represent the governor. So we would have to talk to the governor and see how he feels. So I can't say.
I'm happy to go with you in that meeting, sir.
But I can tell you, I mean, even my staff are frustrated. Look, yesterday, I got an email from a lady who has a 19-year-old son with autism, right? And she sent me an email. She's been denied twice because of autism, and she's the wife of a Marine, so she's a military spouse. And she said that they're on the brink of homelessness, their family's falling apart, she's about to lose her job, and her life is going to collapse. And she didn't know what to do, and as the last minute, she sent an email to me in desperation. So I sat down with my staff, and it turned out, well, if you flip the definitions, we can improve her, and we improved her.
Yeah.
You know what? It made my day. I mean, that is better than anything else I did all day yesterday, was to get the slave services and save her family and get her kids services. But it showed me why is the director got to be involved in making that decision? The process needs to be fixed. And so I'll be a voice. I'll be a voice with my voice, boss, and I look forward to you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
My name is Sandy Stu. My name is Sandy Studeville, and I work with. I know Nicole, and I spoke at the legislative delegation meeting, and I just wanted to work with you. You can get involved in the rulemaking and looking at it also, and looking at the definition to make things more objective and use and look at other state laws. I've been researching all of that. So as they go and change that to do the rules, because they're very subjective things, and other states are doing objective measures, functional assessments, and things like that. And I would be glad to work with you on all of that and get the rules straightened out. Because if you go look at them, they're very, the rules are very subjective. And they also don't reflect, it says it's a learning disorder leading to, that's never been in the DSM and has nothing to do with autism.
You testified at a bar deal.
Yes, I did.
I watched your testimony.
Well, thank
did a
you.
good job.
My son did great.
I
Well, I have a brain injury and I don't know where the off switch is sometimes.
I can tell you, I think one of the things, when you do rules, it's getting it out to families so they can be involved too. Because I think that they have some insights, but historically, they don't really get involved in the rules. It's mainly
Oh, and just so you know,
providers.
I used to be an engineer and I'm a systems thinker, so.
know, I listened to your story.
Okay, I'm sorry, that's right, I did say that. I forget real easily.
Well, so listen, this is why, for me, fixing the family care council process is important. And getting the statewide family care council.
I want to try and get ours moved to Brevard out of Atlanta because they're not doing school.
One of the things, again, I'm military, right?
we don't have to
So
travel.
if you want to know how the war is going, go and ask the general, ask the lance corporal in the fighting holes, right? And if you want to know what you need to do to fix your battle lines, go and ask the general, you ask the people in the foxholes. And that's why. And again, I don't have any business cards, because I don't give out business cards, because I want you to go to our website. My email is on the website. It's there for a reason. If you send me an email, I'm going to read it. And I want ideas from you. I just have to percolate up from you. Ideas don't come down from Tallahassee. The good ideas come from you. And I want to hear from you. So if there are things in rulemaking that we need to fix, I want to know about it. And I can't guarantee that we're going to do it, but I will listen and I will get my staff to talk it through.
Let's get one more question, because I know there's other things going on tonight.
I don't have a question, and I don't need the mic. I just want to, I've been a provider for APD for 31 years, and I just want to thank you, Bill Ray. We feel like we finally got the right person. I just want to thank you. For 20 years, just standing here listening to what you're saying, I think we finally got the right person in place. So thank you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I agree. Thanks, Bob.
Well, now the pressure's on, so I got to produce, right? So we'll see how you feel about me in a year.
I'll let you know.
Hey, can we invite him back for next year's Connected Dots, the 10th one?
10th-year anniversary, you know it.
You'll be the keynote. Can you be the keynote next year?
Yay!
Okay, there we go.